So, following Sony's announcement that VRR or variable refresh rate support will be rolled out on the PS5 this week, I have been checking for a new system software update on both my PlayStation 5 consoles in the hope that VRR support has been added, but have been left disappointed so far. It turns out that you don't even need a new system software update on your PlayStation 5 to get VRR. As you can see from my PS5 notifications, my last system software update was on the 14th of April this year. Yet when I go into the screen and video menu, the VRR setting is already there, suggesting that VRR support was already embedded in the previous software update of 22.1-5.2. That's a mouthful. Just waiting to be activated when Sony gives the green light. If you still don't see the VRR setting on your PS5 yet, what you can do is to restart your PS5, go through the motions, and hopefully the VRR option will appear in the screen and video menu on your PS5. The default setting is automatic, which is on, and you can choose to turn it off. But why would you? Especially after waiting so long for VRR to be added to the PS5. By default, VRR on the PS5 will only be activated for supported games, but you can also choose to enable it system-wide, so that unsupported games such as Elden Ring can also benefit from smoother VRR gameplay. I briefly tested VRR on some supported PS5 games, and the results were fantastic at first glance. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart went up to 100 FPS, with super smooth responsiveness and no tearing or stutter. I also tried my hand at racing in Dirt 5 up to 120 frames per second, as well as swinging the camera around in Devil May Cry 5, and the newly added VRR support just brought a refreshing level of smoothness and snappiness to the gaming experience. I then went back into the screen and video submenu on the PS5 and engaged the Apply to Unsupported Games option. With the system-wide VRR setting, the frame rates in Horizon Forbidden West remain fixed with no VRR for some reason, but I managed to activate VRR for two other games that are not officially supported, namely Fortnite and also Cyberpunk 2077, though only at 60 FPS, so the benefits of VRR weren't as obvious as when the fluctuating frame rates could be synced all the way up to 120 FPS. Talking of which, the HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on the Sony PS5 remained capped at 32 gigabits per second, as verified by the VRR information screen on this LG OLED TV showing 8 gigs at 4 lanes. If you are playing a game at 4K 120Hz, the PS5 will have to drop down to a chroma resolution of YCVCR422, which is limited range. So make sure you set your TV's video range to auto or limited and not high. Otherwise, there will be a black level mismatch, causing the picture to look washed out. Otherwise, Sony Interactive Entertainment or SIE unfortunately hasn't added a setting to disable ALLM or auto low latency mode on the PS5, which will lock out some picture settings on certain TVs, such as motion interpolation or black frame insertion that some gamers like to use for certain games. If you would like to regain access to these grayed out TV settings, I've put together an instruction video explaining some workarounds for different TV brands, so go watch that video here.